Hey everybody, Ginger and Tan here, and it's time for your Q&A. You guys voted for it on Twitter for our 100th subscriber special.
Want to know our info?
Yeah, been I can't even say that. What a strange word. It's like private.
Direct message.
Yeah, I know it's direct message. Usually private message or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I want to say message.
Yeah, it's just message. But yeah, you have been DMing us your questions. I've tried to sort of put them fairly close together so we're answering sort of similar sets of questions at the same time to sort of keep it grouped up. But, there was a fair few. I was quite surprised how many questions you sent in. Right, so I guess we'll start off. The first one is, what pets do you have? So
we got Nala. She's a Boston Terrier.
Yep.
And the two beagles, Roxy and Sharky.
Yeah, so we got two girls and a boy. And then the following question from that is, how old are your dogs? So
Nala just turned 1 2 months ago.
Yeah, so and the same with Roxy. I think Roxy's only a couple of months older than her. But Shark is the old man. I've had him. He was actually like my first dog that I got. I mean, I've had dogs previously when I was younger.
Family dogs.
Yeah, family dogs, mum and dad. But he's actually my dog. He's the one I invested. And Nala's Nala's the same, the one that you actually invested in. But yeah, Shark is 4 years old, so he's like an old man. He's the, well, I would say he's the dominant one over the two, but I think
he's the grump.
Yeah, I think Roxy actually is.
Yeah, Roxy's
she's like the mother of the family, isn't she?
Nala's a naughty kid.
Yeah, Nala's the naughty kid. Sharky's the old grumpy man, and Roxy's the motherly one that tries to protect the herd. Right, next question. What's your favourite games? I do believe we have follow-on questions about retro gaming, so I guess we'll kind of keep this recent games. So I'll let Tanya answer this first. So what favourite games?
What, like newer ones?
Yeah, that we've played.
I think Star Wars, actually.
The Lego Star Wars.
What we're doing at the moment.
The actual one we're playing on the
thingy. I really like that.
Oh, I don't know what my favourite game is. I have so many good ones. I guess for playthrough ones we're doing, I like Salt and Sanctuary. I think that I kind of like most of the playthroughs we're doing, but I think Salt and Sanctuary has been one of the ones that surprised me the most. Cause
it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we were kind of a bit in an hour, but we've had so much fun playing that. And it's a game we can easily just sit down and just play and just get carried away playing. And that's good. That's what you want in a game, but I guess favourite game just sort of in general over the last few years.
You've been liking that dinosaur game.
The Ark Survival Evolved, yeah. I think I'd like it more if I had a better PC, because my PC can just about run it, but I can't put it on all like the wacky, crazy, amazing looking settings. But I did play that for quite solidly. I like a lot of the crafting games as well. I ended up playing that. I've recently just picked up Crashlands. I was going to do a playthrough of it, but I decided I just wanted to sort of have a game just to play for relaxing, because obviously we both work really hard, so it's nice sometimes just to sit down and have a bit of what I like to call me time. Okay, on to the next question. I guess that one. Where did your names come from? Well, that's a simple answer. Our parents.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this question was on about actually our gamer names. So I'll let Tanya go first, because my one's quite a story.
Mine's pretty simple. Like my friend at uni used to call me Tam Bam, and that's pretty much it. And then it's pretty hard. Like when you log in, a lot of names are already Tam Bam, so I had to kind of add on to it. So because it's Tanya, I just added on the Tam Bam, yeah. So.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's like Tan Bam, yeah.
Yeah,
so it kind of just fits in with your name. My one's a bit more complicated than that. I had some like random usernames of Gladius and stuff like that, and random
Hardcore.
bloody
Hardcore.
And random other gaming. Well, I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft and stuff like that, so I needed like fancy names. But funnily enough, I think this is when Facebook started just doing when they started actually putting games that are linked to Facebook accounts. There's a game called Evany. This was quite a few years old. It might still be going. It probably changed a lot since I played it, but I'm talking this was, back in early 2000s or something. I don't know. It was a long time ago anyway. But it was one of those games where you there's not much to it. It's all basically chat based, and you sort of in real time build a little town. You have to wait for you to gather resources over hours and hours and hours of actual real time, and then you upgrade. And then there was like NPC keeps, and you could like join alliances and attack other players and send all your troops to other players. But anyway, there was these really high level keeps that were level 9 keeps, and there was like when you send your army out, you could send a hero with them, which increased how much damage they did, and how much, if traps on the actual fort you were attacking, they did less damage to you and stuff like that. But there was actually legendary heroes, and it was random because it was all sort of very medieval inspired, but a lot of the heroes were actually Chinese gods and stuff. And there was one called Jinza, and you could only get him if you were lucky enough to find a keep, level 9 keep, which you had to send billions of troops at. I mean, so many troops, you know. This is like months worth of troop gathering just to attack one of these keeps. And if you were lucky enough to capture the keep, sometimes you could actually capture the hero inside. And I was the first person on the server to capture one of the I think there was 3 legendary demigods. Neza or Neja. It's actually pronounced Sha, because there is no Z in the Chinese alphabet, but I like the za sound, so I call myself Jinza rather than Jin Sha. But it's I pronounce it Jinza. But yeah, there was Neza, Jinza, and Muzza, and they're like brothers. And I was the first person on the server to capture Jinza. So then when I started attacking people and sending Jinza at people with my troops, obviously when they got a scout report saying, oh my god, so-and-so's thingy, in like the world chat in thingy, they'd be like, oh my god, Jinza's attacking me and stuff like that. And it kind of stuck. Like everybody started calling me Jinza rather than my actual username, because I was the only one on the server with this legendary hero. So I've kind of sort of adapted from there and just kept it, because I played that for a good couple of years, which is crazy because there actually wasn't much to that game, but it was the people I was with in my alliance. I had some really cool people in there that I used to talk to. I mean, you know, we used to have fun and attack other alliances and make pacts with other alliances, and you know, just build our forces up and be like, yeah, we're the best on the server and stuff like that. It was a fun little time. But yeah, that's where it basically come from. And since then, I've sort of used it because I got so used to hearing it, and people were like, oh my god, Jinza's attacking me. Oh my god, Jinza's scouting me, and all stuff like that. It was like, okay, we'll go with it. So yeah, that was my little ramble on about my name. Right, favourite colours, which I guess should rather be obvious, because if you actually look at our display pictures, there's kind of a running theme.
Yeah.
Yours is like purpley pink, and mine's sort of a turquoisey blue, sort of a very sci-fi blue. So that's a pretty simple question. Right, what next gen consoles are you looking forward to?
The new Nintendo.
Yeah, you're the same as me, just the new Nintendo. Yeah. I mean, we have an Xbox 360 and we have a PlayStation 3. We never use them.
Yeah, I was looking at getting a PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
but
Tanya keeps going on about getting all. She's like, I want one.
It's because I want to play the new Crash Bandicoot when it comes out. But
yeah. Oh,
but
I mean,
it's just
I would
remastered.
like, I think,
but it's on PS3 anyway, so.
I think there's Kingdom Hearts games and Final Fantasy games going out on PS4, which I'd kind of like to get at some point, because
they probably can't on PS3 though. That's the only thing.
I'd rather get them on PS4 though. HD graphics, better graphics.
I think they got HD on PS3, aren't they?
Yeah, but the graphics are going to be even better on the newer consoles. That's the plus side and the benefit to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might end up picking one up, but for next gen consoles, it's just definitely the new Nintendo, and the new Zelda game. I know it's coming out on Wii U, but we're going to try and get the new Nintendo console as soon as it goes out. And even though Nintendo are bloody horrible about putting content up, we'll probably get away with putting content up but without monetizing it, which doesn't really bother us. I'd rather have good videos for you guys. We only monetize our content just because, you know, it's a few extra pennies, and everything we actually do make actually goes back into the channel. It's just to buy new equipment and help out with expenses that way. So yeah, new Nintendo console all the way. Who inspired you to do YouTube? So I guess I'll answer this one because I'm more watched people.
Yeah, mine's not really game related. The people inspire me is My Chemical Romance, but it's kind of a different It's like
Do they do YouTube?
no, it's like but basically
I think it
they
means
were
like other YouTubers who inspired us that currently does YouTuber stuff. But
Yeah, but-
anyway, I'll let you continue.
yeah, all right, let me talk. It's
Okay.
like basically they're like 5 guys that were told they couldn't do anything and like they wouldn't be anywhere, but they kind of give the world the middle finger and become the best band in the world to me. And they did it not to fill their wallets, but because they wanted to make a difference and make people smile. And that's what YouTube videos can do. So
Yeah, I guess in a way that is kind of like what I want, not to do with actual band, but it's just using some of your free time to do something positive. And honestly, like, I like to stay out of all the drama. I don't like to cause problems and stuff like that. We just want to make videos, and even if we just make one person's day happy that is just watched our content, had a smile and had a bit of fun watching us, that is actually worth my time. That's made it worthwhile for me. But I guess like YouTube, I don't really think per se they've inspired me. There might be similarities just because we're doing gaming videos, but I used to watch, not so much anymore because I just don't have the time to, but Jesse Cox, I've watched him quite a bit. There was a guy right back in the day called he was called X Plays Minecraft. This was when Minecraft was like alpha, so this was a few years ago. But I believe his channel's called David Angel 64. You might want to check him out. And Corrales, Yogscast. And you watched some of the Yogscast, haven't you?
yeah, but
Simon
I don't
Lewis.
watch much YouTube. Do I?
No. So yeah, I'm not really inspired by stuff like PewDiePie and that. I've never really enjoyed that. I'm not saying the content's bad. It's just not really for me. I prefer just straight up Let's Plays and actually people that do like cool commentary, and it's just sort of nice listening to them ramble on and stuff like that. Why don't you have webcam on your videos? Well, it's not really. I don't really think it adds anything to it. Like I said, we're not really what our channel's about. Our channel's just more about the gameplay and the commentary. I don't think actually having a webcam on our videos would really add much to it other than you just watching us sit there and play games. Because we try not to like exacerbate how we react to stuff. We actually try and we try to actually give you a genuine reaction of how we'd be normally when we play games, like even when we're not recording when we play games. It's very similar. Obviously we're talking more when we're actually recording to actually keep the commentary up and, you know, keep it a bit more interesting, but we try not to be too different from actually how we are in real life. We try to give you a good genuine impression of how we are. So, why HywooHearts for your name? So,
Zelda.
Well, yeah, we're big Zelda fans. Originally, we was going to start streaming. The YouTube thing was going to be just more of a dump to put our previous streams on, just so you could watch our previous streams if you couldn't tune in. But of course, Tanya works random times, so it's really hard to have a set time to stream.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we was going to do our username, we was going to do HywooHearts, but that was already taken, so we had to be a bit creative. And if you never heard a beagle when they bark, they literally go woo like that all the time. Sharky does it really. He's terrible with people coming to the door. Yeah, he is a bit annoying sometimes. But anyway, so we kind of it sometimes sounds like they say hello, and it sometimes sounds actually like they say Hyrule. So it come from there. It come from our dogs.
Yeah.
They're our babies.
The dogs.
And of course, obviously, the little Nala character with the Zelda hat, and obviously I've added the little Sharky character in now because I guess they kind of represent us. They always do say, what was it? Dogs always start to look like their owners, or
really?
vice versa, or something like that. There's a saying, something like
Me
that.
and Nala have both got big eyes.
So, what's the next question? How long do you plan to play Terraria for? So, I guess as long
as you want.
Well, as long as there's stuff to do in the game. So, as long as we've got stuff to do in the game, we'll be playing it. You know, if we start to get a bit burnt out on it, we might stop it for a little while, sort of refresh ourselves, and then come back to it. But it's a game I think we're both enjoying it, aren't we? Yeah. And we've still got tons to do on the game. We haven't even done the first boss yet, so we've got loads of armor, and they're constantly adding new stuff to that game. So yeah. How old are you guys? Well, I'm 28.
I'm 24. I
Yeah,
think.
you're 24. Tanya's nearly 25, so
No.
yeah, you nearly are. Getting older. So if you want to send birthday messages,
Yeah.
next month.
Next
Start of
month.
next month.
9th.
Yep, 9th. I'll post that up. So if you want to do wish Tanya happy birthday, you can. So whereabouts in England are you? So
Midlands.
yeah. Basically, we're in the Midlands,
Smack
England.
bang.
We're near London. Well, I am.
Yeah.
You work more sort of west
Most
coast,
Midlands.
but she's here most of the time. So we're near London. We'll just say that. What hobbies do you guys have other than gaming?
I don't know. I go running, don't I?
You do a lot of reading as well. Yeah?
I like to read.
Yeah,
I like comic books,
yeah.
big time.
Yeah, we both like comic
Yeah.
books, don't we? We're both big film buffs for. Well, superhero films are probably one of the films that we both enjoy
Yeah.
together. We enjoy some sci-fi together as well, but Tanya also likes all the
Chick
girly
flicks.
flicks and stuff like that, and a lot of the some of the like little kiddie CGI ones I don't mind so much, but Tanya prefers that more. And you got quite into what was it, musicals and stuff at the moment as well.
Yeah, I
aren't
like
you?
my musicals.
What
go
else?
see Lion
What do
King.
I do? I don't do it so much anymore. I used to make little figures out of polymer clay and stuff like that. I quite enjoyed doing that, but obviously it's time consuming. You only have so much time, and if you're doing one thing, you can't really do the other. Do a lot of photography. I do that actually for work as well, so that's kind of a bit of a passion. And obviously now this YouTube thing's a bit of a hobby for us, and
Yeah.
being a bit social media beasts.
Yeah.
So PC or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Well, PlayStation for Tanya, it'd be PC for me because I definitely prefer the PC for quite literally everything.
Consoles. So.
Yeah.
I kind of grew up with it, so you know.
I don't know. Well, you haven't really gamed too much on PC, have you?
No.
I think you sort of turned to PC a bit more now. Well, since for games that you can actually play with a controller. Tanya's not so good with actual keyboard and mouse movements at the moment. And finally, the last question you guys sent us is our favourite older game, which is quite vast because there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, I like Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, like the old Pokemon Stadium. Oh, what else? I got loads. Siphon Filter, I used to like that. Me and my mates used to play that. You ever played that?
Yeah, I played Siphon Filter too.
But anything like on the PlayStation, I was really into. So
Yeah, I was a big Sonic buff when I was little.
I like Sonic.
Collected all the comics, and I had teddies, and I had all different merchandise. What else did I like? Final Fantasy. I was really big into Final Fantasy and played that quite religiously. Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9. I never played like 1, 2, and 3 when they were originally on like the SNES and NES and that, but I played the ports that ended up going on to PlayStation when that became available.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart, Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, all the Zelda games. How can you forget about the Zelda games?
Yeah. Tony Hawk's I liked that.
Yeah, I played the Tony Hawks as well. Oh, there's so many. There's loads of good games. And obviously we'll be revisiting them a lot for our Throwback Thursday. So if you guys actually want to check that out and see what sort of games we played when we was younger, we actually will be going through them. Or we have been through a few already.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be plenty more to come. So that was all the questions you guys sent us, and that actually went on a lot longer than I expected. So just before we disappear, I do want to say, this wasn't really a thank you video, but I do want to say a big thank you for all the support, because it's been absolutely wild, especially the amount of support we got recently, and just how well the videos have been doing. It's been quite
nice.
mind-blowing, and it's nice to wake up and just see people comments on your stuff, likes on your stuff, and especially when you do have to put a lot of time and effort into putting content up. And I know a lot of people say that, but for those of you that don't actually produce YouTube videos, like sometimes the editing goes quickly, but it's still really time consuming putting them all up, thinking of tags, thinking of this and that, and doing it. So it's free time that you use to do stuff, but we enjoy doing it, and we hope you enjoy it back. So big thank you to everyone. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. You know where to find it all. We always put the links in our description, so you can go check out any of those, and we'll probably be posting a lot of Pokemon Go stuff at the moment, because we're walking crazy. We did really well today, didn't we?
Yeah, we got right on.
The day that we actually recording this, we we went for a bit of a walk with the
Yeah,
monsters, and we went a bit crazy walking around to try and find different Pokestops and that. And obviously, it's actually not on the App Store in England, so not a lot of people on it. So we might kind of do a bit of a gym takeover in this area and just wander around and take over all the gyms and be like, yes,
cool.
they're all ours.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right, so that was our Q&A. We probably may do another one of these in the future, just in case any of you newer guys watching this was like, oh, we would like to ask questions. That we'll come back maybe at another benchmark and do another Q&A with some different questions if you guys can think of other stuff you'd like to know.
Yeah.
And hope you enjoyed it. So you know what to do.
Like and subscribe.
And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.